Hey loser, what's up? I'm just kidding. Relax, that's not why I'm here. Look, I just came to apologize. I'm used to getting what I want, and I get a lot of people to do a lot of things for me. But you were pretty much the only person to ever really stand up to me and say no. I just wanted to tell you that I honestly really admire that. I mean, I could have fought you on it or whatever, but honestly, I was just so surprised that you of all people would stand up to me. And that really got me thinking. You got balls. Or ovaries, or whatever you want to call it. It made me realize that I can't force you to do anything for me. And it also made me realize how much of a dick I've been to a lot of people. Look, I'm not a bad guy. I'm just an opportunist. One that really doesn't like to do work. So when I see the opportunity to get someone to do something for me, well, I take it. But I know I'm not going to be able to get away with this kind of shit forever, so I know I gotta change the way I do things. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the shit I made you do over the years. It was wrong. And thank you for helping me realize that. I also came over because I wanted to invite you to a party tonight. Yes, I'm serious. My mom's best friend's getting married, so my parents are out of town for the weekend. And I got the place all to myself. You really impressed me by standing up to me the way you did. I won't lie, at first I was pretty pissed, but then I started thinking maybe I was wrong about you. Maybe you're actually pretty cool. So what do you say? No, huh? Come on, be honest. When's the last time you've been to a party? It's gonna be fun. Everyone's gonna be there. Josh's brother is hooking us up with tons of drinks and maybe a few other things too. Come on, I really want you to come. Maybe this can be a new chapter between us. Think of it as a peace offering. You can be my guest of honor. Okay. Well, think it over. I know you know where I live, so you're more than welcome to come if you change your mind. I hope you do. You can swing by around 9 or 10, even if it's just for a few drinks, okay? Alright, well, I hope I see you there. Oh shit, you actually came? No, I'm glad you did. I'm just surprised. Hey, you clean up pretty nice. I've never seen you dressed up and wearing makeup before. That's so cute. Here, come on in. Party's just getting started. Let me grab you a drink. I'm honestly really happy that you came. I know how badly I've treated you in the past. And I know this one little party isn't gonna make up for it, but I thought it would be a good place to start. I can tell you're a forgiving person, otherwise you probably wouldn't have shown up. And I hope that you can see that I'm being genuine about how sorry I am. But enough about that. We can talk about it later. Just relax. It looks super uncomfortable here. I know you're really quiet and working all the time, but it is okay to relax once in a while and have some fun, you know? So just chill for a bit. There, I'll go grab you another drink. So what do you do all day anyway? I don't see you around much outside of school. Let me guess. Drawing and watching anime. Nah, that's cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty into some of it myself. What's your favorite series? No shit, I love that one too. I've seen every episode like 5 times. Isn't the new season coming out soon? Oh, wow, sooner than I thought. That's so cool. None of my friends are really into anime, so it's nice to talk to someone about it. If you want, maybe we could watch the new season together? Sorry if that's too much. Maybe we can just discuss it after it comes out at least? If it's anything like I think it's gonna be, I'm gonna be super excited to talk to somebody about it. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, looks like your cup's getting a bit empty. I'll go get you another drink. Same thing as last time? Okay, be right back. Wow, that's hilarious. You have a really dark sense of humor. I love it. This is really fun. I won't lie, I was a little hesitant about inviting you to the party. I was worried you might dork the place up with your awkwardness, but I'm glad to see I was wrong. You're actually a lot cooler than I was expecting you to be. So, what do you think? Shots? Josh's brother got me a bottle of tequila. The good stuff. You never tried it? Oh, you're in for a treat. I'll be honest, a lot of people really don't like it, but some people do. You won't know until you try, right? Come on. This has been really cool, getting to know you better like this. You have no idea how bad I feel right now. Like if I knew you were like this, I never would have put you through the shit that I did. I really hope you can forgive me. And maybe it's just the alcohol talking and the fact that I've never seen you this relaxed or wearing makeup before, but you're looking pretty good right about now. Look, you can say no and it's totally fine, but would you mind if I kissed you? I know this must be super weird for you, having someone who bullied you for years asking to kiss you, but I don't know. Maybe things happen for a reason. Like maybe we would never have found ourselves in this position if all that bad stuff in the past never happened in the first place, right? Maybe it took me bullying you for you to stand up to me the way you did. And maybe it took you standing up to me to make me realize that there's a lot more to you than just someone who can do my homework for me. Look, like I said, if you don't feel comfortable, I totally get it. But just between you and me, that makeup's doing something for me right now. Maybe, huh? Well, how about I go ahead and kiss you just once, and we'll see what happens. Okay? That wasn't so bad, was it? I can still taste that tequila and lime on your lips, though. I like it. So what do you say? One more shot? Oh fuck, a lot of people are staring at us. It's probably gonna sound crazy, but do you want to go upstairs to my room? Just so we can get a bit of privacy? Yeah? Alright, come with me. Oh my god, it's so crazy how things work out sometimes. Let's go to the bed. What's wrong? Wait, don't tell me. This is your first time, isn't it? Oh my god, that's so cute. Look, don't worry. If you don't want to do anything, I won't force you. But if you do want to do something, I promise I'll make it a night you'll never forget. We're just two people having some fun. Don't overthink it. I mean, you gotta have your first time at some point, right? I know it feels like we're rushing you. It's not like we're strangers or anything. We've known each other for years. I mean, sure, most of it was pretty bad and me bullying you, but tonight has been great, hasn't it? And who knows? Maybe something more will come from this. So what do you say? Slow and gentle? Of course. I wouldn't dream of doing it any other way for your first time. Why don't you undress for me? Come on, you don't have to be shy with me. And I know you've got enough alcohol in you to loosen you up a little. Wow. Hey, wait, I have an idea. I think I have a little toy that might make things a little more interesting. Let me go grab it. Don't worry, it's not bad or anything, I promise. Just lay back and close your eyes. I'll just be a second. Good girl. Keep your eyes closed and... Oh my god, you're such a fucking loser. I can't believe you actually fell for this. What's going on? This is what you get for trying to stand up for yourself. Did you seriously think that I actually liked you? Nobody says no to me. I always get what I want. And now that I have pictures of your gross naked body, now I really own you. If you thought I was mean to you before, you haven't seen anything yet. You're gonna learn your place. And unless you want your parents and, well, everyone else in the school to see them, you better start doing all my fucking work for me again. And whatever else I want. You can start by finishing that essay for me by Monday. And put some effort into it, okay? I want it to be better than yours. If I find out that you got a better grade than me on it, you know what'll happen. Now, get the fuck out of my house. I need to wash those sheets. See you Monday. Hey loser, happy Monday. Have a good weekend? Of course you didn't. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I missed you, babe. We had a good time Friday night, didn't we? I'm sure it was a night you won't soon forget. Speaking of which, you got my essay done? Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Now isn't it so much easier just doing what I want instead of trying to fight me on it? I'm sorry it had to come to, well, let's be honest, blackmail. But try to think of it in a positive way. Making you do double the work means you'll be twice as smart, right? Maybe smart enough not to fall for an obvious trap like the party was next time. Am I gonna read it? Yeah, right. I don't have time for that shit. Besides, you already know what'll happen if I don't get a good grade on it. Look, don't take it so personally. I'm just being resourceful. I have better things to do with my time, and I'm not good at writing shit like this anyway. So I'm getting it done in my own way, even if I am getting a little help. Hey, you're not the only one working hard. You should have seen all the convincing I had to do with my friends after you ran out of the party crying. Can you believe they actually thought I went upstairs with you for real? Oh, lighten up. You'd think you'd be used to it by now. Anyway, I gotta go hand in this essay. But before I go, don't forget, we got that big test coming up on Thursday. I'm gonna need all the answers for that. Just make me a cheat sheet or something with everything that'll be on it. Don't worry, I never get caught. I know how to sneak answers better than anyone. How do you think I made it this far in school? So, Thursday, don't forget, or... Later, loser. Hey, where the fuck have you been the last few days, huh? You are really cutting it close with that cheat sheet. You got it or not? Well, give it to me now. The test is about to start. What do you mean you didn't have time to print it out? Whatever, fine. We'll talk about this later. Just send it to me on my phone. Next time, don't leave it to the last minute like that. You're lucky I'm in a good mood today. Huh? Jesus, Mrs. Nolan, didn't anyone tell you not to sneak up on your students like that when they're trying to concentrate? Wait, what? My phone? I wasn't. Confiscate? No, you can't take my phone. I don't give a shit if it's school policy. Fuck, fine, whatever, take it. After school? Are you serious? What do you mean a 0? I wasn't cheating. This is bullshit. Whatever, fuck this. Hey, I'm here for my phone and... Wait, what the fuck are you doing here? Mrs. Nolan, what did she tell you? Where's my phone? Give it to me. Wait, where are they? Where are they? You know what? The pictures. What do you mean, what pictures? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm going straight to the office about this. Teacher deleting pictures from a student's phone? What the hell is this? It doesn't matter what the pictures were of. They were pictures on my phone. Proof? Are you kidding me? I can't believe this. No, I'm not going to describe them. This isn't over. I don't have to prove anything. I know you two deleted them. I'm going to get your ass fired. And as for you, don't think this is over. What? What is it? My essay? You want to hand it back to me now? What, you couldn't find a worse time? What the? There's no fucking way I got a 0 on this too. Of course I read it. I wrote it. My name's right there, isn't it? Turn to page 3. Huh? Read paragraph 4? Why? Mrs. Nolan, please be aware that this is not his work. He forced me to write this essay for him by blackmailing me. Please help me. He has pictures of me on his phone. He's forcing me to do his work for him. And I bet he won't even read this before he hands it in. He did not write any of this. It's all being written by... Fuck. I should have known you'd do something like this. This was all part of your elaborate plan to get back at me, wasn't it? Making sure I used my phone during the test? Making sure I got caught with it? So you two could sneak back here and delete my photos? I'm out of here. Wait, what? You telling me this isn't over? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Other photos of me? Wait, what did you see? What did you see? Fuck. Please open up, please. Oh, thank God. Wait. Please don't slam the door. I know I'm the last person you want to see right now. But I really need to talk to you, please. Just 5 minutes. Thank you. I think you know why I'm here. This is kind of private and hard to talk about. Yeah, sure, let's go to your room. Huh. Not at all what I pictured. Sorry. Okay, look. I've been freaking out since I left school today. I know you saw the pictures that were on my phone. And look, I know you hate me after all the shit I put you through, but I'm here because I need your help. Look, laugh all you want. I know you don't owe me anything. But can I at least explain? So, a couple months ago, my English teacher, Mrs. White, she caught me plagiarizing one of my assignments. She asked to talk to me after class. I thought she was gonna fail me for sure, or at least yell at me or something. But she didn't. Instead, she told me about this guy that she used to go to high school with. She said I reminded her a lot of him. Always trying to cut corners and cheat on everything. And she used to be totally in love with this guy. She even said I kind of looked like him. Anyway, for a long time she tried to get him to notice her in that way. She would do things for him, do some of his work, even offered to tutor him for free in her spare time. She said he had a lot of problems at home. She said she wanted to be the one person in his life who was there for him and cared about him and helped him. And after all of that, when prom came around, she thought he would finally ask her out. But he just ended up taking the biggest slut in their school. And he never spoke to her again after school was over. And she said, in a way, she never really got over him. All she ever wanted was to be with him. But shortly after she graduated, she met her husband. Then she said something I never would have expected in a million years. She told me she would do the same for me. She would help me with my schoolwork. Even give me passing grades in her class if I slept with her. At first I thought she was joking or something, but she was serious. I could tell something wasn't right. Like it's almost as if she was treating me like I was this guy that she used to like. Anyway, she told me one night when her husband was going away for work. So I went over to her place. I didn't even know if I was going to go through with it, but when she opened the door and I saw her, I kind of just felt sorry for her. We didn't even have sex. At least, not that night. All we did was talk. We stayed up all night talking, and I could see that things weren't right with her. Like she's so professional and focused when she's teaching, but at home it was like she was a completely different person. Like she was living in another world. Anyway, I started seeing her more and more when her husband wasn't around. We actually kind of started liking each other. And she told me how badly her husband treated her, and how much it fucked her up to be crushed by the guy that she really wanted to be with. I started to understand how she felt when she wanted to be the one person to help him. So, about those pictures you saw on my phone? Yeah, they were photos of me and Mrs. White. To be honest, I almost forgot I took them. That is until you mentioned them. She asked me to take them of us, because she wanted to remember a time when she was actually happy to be with someone. Look, about what happened between you and me, with the party and the pictures and everything, I was just fucking with you. I'm sorry. I was never actually gonna send those nudes of you to anyone. You know that, right? And I know you would never do anything with those pictures you saw of me and Mrs. White. Right? I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about Mrs. Nolan. I'm worried if she saw them when you two are messing around on my phone. If she says anything, I could be expelled. And Mrs. White could get fired. Or worse. And I'm really worried about her husband, too. If he were to find out... What? No, I don't care about her husband's feelings. I'm worried that he's gonna beat the shit out of me if he finds out that I've been sleeping with his wife. You don't understand. He beats her. He fucking tortures her. Mentally and physically. Look, I know it's fucked up, but I think I really care about her. Look, she didn't force me or take advantage of me or anything like that. Yeah, at first I did it for the grades, but to be honest, I probably would have done it anyway. I know you probably don't care about any of this, but... I just don't know what else to do. I just realized it's pouring rain outside and I'm soaking wet and I'm dripping all over your room. Would you be able to maybe get me a towel or something? Thanks. What is this? Her diary? Maybe I should hold on to this. Just until I can make sure that she's gonna help me. Thanks for the towel. Sorry again about all the water. Look, like I said, I know you hate me and I'm not asking you to do this for me. I'm asking you to do this for Mrs. White. She's a good teacher, and she's been through a lot. She doesn't deserve to be in trouble for this. I know you're close with Mrs. Nolan. All I ask is that you talk to her and try to stop her from saying anything about me and Mrs. White. We'll be out of school soon enough, and then none of this will even matter. Just, please, think it over, alright? Thank you. I'll show myself out. Hey, how was your day? Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't really care. Sorry, I don't mean to sound mean. I'm just really worried about this whole situation with Mrs. White. You noticed it was gone, huh? Yeah, I took your diary. Don't worry, I didn't even read anything in it. I don't really care what it says. I'm sure it's just some bad stuff about me anyway. Yeah, I know your life doesn't revolve around me. That's not what I meant. I just meant... because I've been treating you so badly lately. And I meant what I said earlier. I am sorry. If I really was sorry, then why would I take your diary? Look, like I told you last night, this whole situation with me and Mrs. White is pretty serious. I had to make sure that you would talk to Mrs. Nolan about the whole situation. It's not that I wanted to take it. I felt like I had to. Just as insurance, you know? I'm sure it means something to you, right? And Mrs. White means something to me. So please, just talk to our teacher about it. Explain to her the situation and why she shouldn't say anything about me and Mrs. White. And I promise I'll give it right back to you. You have some time now, don't you? So why don't we just go to Mrs. Nolan's office right now and get all of this sorted out? Then I'll give you back your diary and we can go our separate ways. I promise I won't bother you ever again after this. Okay, let's go. Okay, she's in her office. This is exactly what I want you to tell her. I want you to go in there and say that you wanted to talk about the pictures you saw on my phone. I want you to tell her that yes, I do admit to sleeping with Mrs. White, but that the whole situation is more complicated than it seems because of her abusive husband. And just tell her that it won't affect anything in school, and that I'll be finished school soon and none of this will matter, and that I will find a way to handle the situation on my own. Just appeal to her, you know? Tell her that there's nothing to worry about. And if she says anything about us, that it'll just make things worse. And that I explained all of this to you already, and that you trust me about it. And that she should trust you to just leave it alone. Okay? Tell her that I really care about Mrs. White, and I don't want her to get in trouble or to ruin what we have together. Can you do that? What? Yes, of course I'm sure I want you to say this stuff to her. Why wouldn't I? If you don't, she might just go and say something. She might have already. So yes, I really need you to go talk to her about this. Now. Before it's too late. You were like her favorite student. She trusts you. Why do you keep asking me if I'm sure? Mrs. Nolan already knows about the pictures of me and Mrs. White, so it's not like this can make it worse, right? I think coming clean about it and telling her that it's nothing she should worry about is the best thing to do. Okay, good. I'll be waiting just around the corner so I can make sure you tell her everything I told you to say. Do that, and I will go straight home and get your diary back, and we can be done with this whole situation. Trust me, all of this has taught me a lesson. I just don't have it in me to deal with this anymore. All I wanted was for you to just do my homework. I never meant for things to get this serious. Now go. Oh, good, she's telling her. Okay, don't say anything else, just leave. Thank you so much. I just hope she'll listen. Yeah, I'll go home and get your diary right now. Never did give this thing a read. I'm kinda curious now if it actually does say something about me. I wasn't technically lying when I said I didn't read it. I hadn't read it yet. Maybe a little peek wouldn't hurt. Here's one from the day that I invited her to that party. It's been a few days since I stood up to my bully and he finally had the balls to come talk to me. He actually invited me to a party tonight. He said that he respected me for standing up to him. Maybe that's all it really took. Maybe he just needed somebody to put him in his place. Maybe he actually does like me. I am a bit nervous to go to that party, though. What if something bad happens? I still don't know if I'm gonna show up. Part of me is suspicious, but the other part actually hopes he's being honest. Maybe he actually has changed. Wonder what she said after the party. I can't believe that asshole. He fucking lied to me all night, pretending to like me, just to get me up to his room so he could take pictures of me to use as blackmail so I keep doing what he wants. I don't know what to do. I'll get back at him if it's the last thing I do. I guess that was kind of an asshole thing to do. But it's not like I was actually going to show those pictures to anyone. I think she was making too big of a deal about it. I wonder what she wrote about yesterday. I spent the last couple of weeks trying to make a plan to get back at him and get my pictures off his fucking phone. I think I found a way. I wrote a secret message to Mrs. Nolan in the essay that he was supposed to hand in to prove that he wasn't the one to write it. Then I set him up to get caught cheating on a test so that Mrs. Nolan could confiscate his phone. I met with the teacher after school and I was able to remove the pictures that he had of me before giving it back at the end of the day. I'm surprised Mrs. Nolan let me do that, but I really think she hates him. She wasn't surprised at all that he would do something like that to me. She just let me take his phone and she said she wanted nothing to do with it. That way she could deny it if we ever got caught. She really must trust me. I did find something else very interesting on his phone when I was looking for my pictures. I saw some photos of him and some other woman who I think is a teacher at our school. They looked very intimate together. I think something is going on between them. Finally, something I know that nobody else does. Now, I just have to figure out how to use this against him. Mrs. Nolan didn't even want to look at his phone, so she has no idea about him and his teacher's little affair. Fuck. Well, she knows now. I just told her to march right into Mrs. Nolan's office and tell her that I admitted to sleeping with Mrs. White. I guess that's why she kept asking me if I was sure that I wanted her to say something. I think I just made things way worse. Hey, here's your stupid diary. What's the deal with you telling Mrs. Nolan about me and Mrs. White? She didn't even know about us, and you walked right into her office and told her. Look, it doesn't matter if I was the one who told you to do it. If you knew she didn't know, then why did you tell her? Because I insisted? What bullshit. You should have told me from the start that she didn't know. I was freaking out when I had nothing to freak out about. But now I do. Now she knows everything. Payback? What, for the photos? Don't flatter yourself. It's not like anybody would want to see them anyway. How did I know that she didn't know? Because I read it in your stupid... Guess you got me again, huh? You know, you're a pretty good opponent, I'll give you that. Most girls would have run off crying or tried to get the authorities involved or acted like a victim. But not you. You stood up for yourself. You've been doing that an awful lot lately. I guess that's kind of admirable. So now what? You got me back and I'm pretty much fucked. And so is Mrs. White. Look, I still need your help. Now more than ever. Please, can you talk to Mrs. Nolan again? This time with your own words? Please. I'm desperate. No? What do you mean no? Please, I'll do anything. Just name it. I can set you up with one of my friends, or help make you more popular. Money? My family has money. Maybe I can... What? You have got to be kidding. You want me to be your slave? And do all the things that I tried to make you do? This has to be a joke. What kind of person are you to do that to me? So this is how it feels, I guess, huh? This is fucking ridiculous. What happens if I refuse? The police? But you wouldn't really do that to me, would you? Huh. You know, you're really not as weak as I thought you were. Maybe if you were, you'd show a little more compassion. Whatever. What the hell would you even want me to do anyway? There's no way you'd want me to do your homework and shit for you. You know how stupid I am. You'll figure it out, huh? Look, for what it's worth, I'm sorry for messing with you so bad. This isn't gonna be one of those cheesy moments from a movie where I learn my lesson and see the error of my ways or whatever. And I'm definitely not gonna be your slave if that's what you think. If you don't like me, that's cool. You don't have to. And to be honest, I don't really like you either. Especially right now. But like I said before, if you did find it in your heart to help me with this, then I'll pay you back by never bothering you or talking to you again. And if you don't, then I don't know. I guess call the cops. Either way, I gotta figure out what to do about all of this. More than anything, I'm just worried about Mrs. White's husband and what to do about him. You might think I'm a bad person, but he's a hell of a lot worse than me. Anyway, I gotta get going. I hope you do the right thing. For Mrs. White, not for me. If she loses her job over this, who knows what her husband will do to her. Yeah? Oh, hey Dad, what's up? Yeah, I'm actually doing homework if you can believe it. At least I'm trying to. What? Somebody's at the door to see me? Who is it? Is it that girl? Oh, thank God she decided to help me. Okay, I'll be right down. It's not a girl? Then who is it? The police? They want to talk to me? I didn't do anything, Dad, I swear. Okay, I'll be right down. Hi, officer. What can I help you with? You wanted to speak to me about something? Nervous? No, I'm just surprised. I didn't think the police were gonna show up at my house. What is this about? Sarah? Oh, I mean, Mrs. White? Yeah, she's one of my teachers. Look, before you say anything, there's nothing wrong with what we did, okay? I really do care about her, and... Wait, you're here about her husband? Yeah, I mean, I don't know much, but Mrs. White was tutoring me after school sometimes. I was failing her class and she really wanted to see me pass, so she offered to help me. One day when we were studying, she rolled up her sleeves and I could see some bruises on her arms. She's pretty young and kind of fit for a teacher, so I thought, cool, maybe she's into sports or martial arts or something. So I asked her about it. She told me it was nothing, but then she got really quiet and acted like her mind was somewhere else and she couldn't focus on our, tutoring session. I asked if she was okay and she kind of just started crying out of nowhere. I think she had been holding it in for so long, she just kind of exploded and told me everything out of nowhere. About her husband and how he was abusing her and hurting her and playing these fucked up mind games. I told her I would help her and go to the cops, but she told me no. that she was working on a way out, that she would handle it. She insisted that I tell nobody about it, so I didn't. I'm sorry, I know I should have. Am I in trouble? Yes? Why? Oh, you meant in trouble with Mrs. White. Yeah, I guess I did break my promise. I told somebody from my school. And I guess that's how you found out. But that's good, isn't it? Oh, so you were contacted by her and my other teacher, Mrs. Nolan? I guess she ended up telling her as well. They really want to help, huh? Yeah, so do I. Nobody should have to be tormented like that or subjected to fucked up mind games. No, nothing. I realized something. Sorry, it's not related to any of this. Yeah, of course I'll make an official statement about the bruises I saw. And the conversation we had. I hope she's not mad, but I really do think she needs help. Oh, that. What I meant was, I really care about her as a teacher. And I just meant the tutoring. Maybe some people think that getting tutored by your own teacher is cheating or something. She's a great teacher, and I just want her to be able to focus on that, and not have to worry about any of this shit with her husband. Yeah, here's my number. Feel free to contact me about anything you need regarding this case. I'll do anything I can to help. Thank you, officer. Have a good night. Wait, officer? The girl who called you to report this, did she say anything else? Oh, nothing. I was just worried that... Never mind. Have a good night. Hey, thank you for not turning me in, and for reporting Mrs. White's husband to the police. I wanted to do it myself, but I didn't know if I should. Now I don't have to worry about him for a long time, and... Oh, right. You did it for her, not me. Yeah, I get that, totally. Look, last night when I was talking to the police, it kinda dawned on me that I was being almost as bad to you as her husband was to her. I guess abuse comes in a lot of different forms, huh? Just because I didn't hit you or anything like that doesn't mean that I didn't leave any bruises on the inside, right? I'm really sorry. I know that doesn't make it okay, but I still am. The truth is, you're a great person. And I had no right or reason to do the things that I did to you. The only thing you were guilty of was being smart. And that's definitely no reason to fuck with somebody the way that I did. You had every right to turn me in, but you didn't. So thank you for giving me a second chance. Maybe it's not too late for me to turn things around. I don't ever want to end up like him. Look, I'd like to make it up to you somehow. I don't know how, but maybe we could be friends or something after all of this. Or why am I still talking to you? What do you mean? Like I said, you're a great person. And I really wanted to apologize and try to make amends with you. Yeah, I guess I did promise to leave you alone and never talk to you again. But you want me to fuck off? Hey, wait! I guess that's goodbye then.